Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the ESEA TV stream. I'm Van Silly and Dust, getting ready to resume the matchup. Thank you all right now, staying at over 2,000 viewers. You guys have been sticking around the whole time, being patient with us, so we appreciate the love that you give, and I want to give it back with some amazing casting, I hope. But big shout out to all you guys, much love. As we're getting ready to resume this one, 14-12 is what we've learned so far here, with Exertus Esports not winning a single freaking round here on this second half, Dust.
Well, to be fair, iBUYPOWER only won one round in their T-side as well, so it's kind of a tale of two teams having really amazing CT sides, I guess. Though there's been plenty of rounds where Exertus actually almost eked out a win on like a clutch or two, but just couldn't quite close it. So, like I said, there's been a few rounds where Exertus almost won, and it could have been maybe a game point situation, but iBUYPOWER has always found a way to hold on in the end, and so they're at a point now where the comeback dream is really real. Like before, we were kind of like, oh man, this match might just be over here pretty quick with a 14-1 scoreline for Exertus, but that's been all but the case as iBUYPOWER's won 12 unanswered rounds here in the second half, so it's gotten pretty tense is my point. Still an okay chance for Exertus to eventually break through and get around, but there's still an equal chance that iBUYPOWER just keeps rolling through and wins 15 in a row and wins the game.
Sorry, I'm busy doing ASLs with Ninja on the stream, but yeah, hopefully we're gonna see at least a round coming in for Exertus Esports, sorry. If not, the dream is alive here for iBUYPOWER to get that first place position in the rankings here for North America in ESEA season number 16 for the Invite Division for CSGO. We're about to go live on 3, ladies and gentlemen. So once again, for the iBUYPOWER roster, we got AZK, Steel, Daze, Skadoodle, and Swag. Nothing has changed. And for Exertus Esports, of course, TM, Storm, XP3, Moses, and Warden, as the gun round comes straight in here for XTS, buying whatever they can. And iBUYPOWER, of course, lots of money in their hands as they're looking to shut down Exertus Esports. So let's kick things off here, Dust.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Looks like we are going to see once again another attempt at an outside execution for Exertus. We actually kind of hinted at that before the match, temporarily paused there, that they might actually try to work outside. That's what they look like they were trying to do. They actually have made it a fake, though, and they are once again now looking to do that upper explode. You see Moses letting that nade get primed. He's about to blow open the squeaky door, and we are going to see an upper execution, actually. And TM's late outside, so he could like try to flank or mini garage. The opening pick on the Skadoodle. Daze trying to rotate here to the defense, but Warden's already coming with another frag. XP3 catching Daze in the back. Swag so far the only person to get a frag here for iBUYPOWER, and he will be maybe the only one. As he will have to clutch this 1 versus 4 to try to bring it over to the iBUYPOWER side. He picks up an AK, and he's weaseling his way around. He might as well go for it. I mean, they have enough money to buy the next round no matter what anyway, as he does get the kill there on the XP3, so now a 1-on-3 situation, and Moses has low HP, so if he can maybe catch that frag on the Moses and work himself into a 1 versus 2, it's maybe possible, but I think now he realizes that too much time has passed. There's not really a way for him to win now, so he's just going to look for exits here, and this will mean that Exertus goes to game point. It'll be 15-12. Swag able to get the exit there onto Warden, which actually hurts because they don't have the best money, but after that round win, they will have enough to buy up all those players who did lose their guns. And so this is now a game point situation, as we can see the scoreboard's fixed now. So it's 1 round away from Exertus coming away with the victory here.
So I guess Exertus Esports maybe rewinded our cast and then listen to us saying rush upper, and there you go. They finally needed the door open, had the nice smokes, and then just picked everybody off 1 by 1 for iBUYPOWER. Even in rotations, nothing iBUYPOWER could do. Again, like you said, it was a valiant attempt for Swag to try to get at least a few kills here to screw XTS with the money situation if they're able to win this round, to try to give their chance to make it into overtime. But here comes an attempt for an execution outside, maybe flash and smoke, maybe to try to fake out Skadoodle, because everybody is still holding towards the lobby area so far for Exertus Esports. So let's see what will happen. Steel trying to get the drop here, going back to his infamous Mag 7, but couldn't get the drop inside the window, so he's going to reset on the top of the hut roof. And here comes that nade, and here comes the smoke. Can they do it this time? Steel is totally flashes towards the upper as well, but look at that. They're going to try to go towards ramp, but a crossfire is set up by iBUYPOWER. They're going to walk straight into it. AZK and Daze They get the first kill onto Warden. Second one onto Storm. Off by Skadoodle. Support again. Gets the kill onto XP3. As Moses did get the kill onto ACK. Quick flank by Steel. Misses the swag 7, but gets the kill. Blinded. Are you freaking kidding me? One man remaining. TM with the bomb on his back. No, the bomb is down. Sorry. He's actually out lower. Looks left. And Dream is still alive to bring this into overtime for iBUYPOWER. And, you know, that fake actually kind of sucked because everybody was totally blinded towards the upper side there when they actually executed with those needs.
Yeah, it looked like the exact same strat at first. They threw smokes and flashes outside. They then went into the lobby. It looked like they were nading open squeaky door to do another quick upper execution, just as they had done in the previous round. But this time, it wound up being a double fake because they fake outside, they fake the upper explosion, and then they try to go ramp. But like you said, they ran straight into a crossfire. If they wouldn't have faked it, they just want to went ahead and hit upper, they might have been able to win that. But like you said, they ran straight into a crossfire, and now we see Swag opening up. This is kind of a broken buy for Exertus. They only have 2 guns right now, 2 people just on pistols, and AZK holding ramp once again with the auto sniper. Is going to go ahead and just hold down mouse 1 and deliver us a couple of frags there. Swag already picked up 1 as well, so only 2 members left for Exertus here, and Daze and AZK will finish it off. And so now it's at 15-14. And at this point, it's either a win in the closest margin, or we're going to see an overtime here. What's your prediction? Is Exertus going to win here? I'm going to say yes. I think Exertus wins this round.
No, we're going to see overtime. But what I liked about Exertus Esports is, you know, you called the broken buy. It's because they bought, whoever could still buy on this last round here, decide to buy AKs and try to do kind of like the old school United 5 strat back in the day with K-Mode and company. Having AK guys trying to get the pick-offs, getting the pistol guys and trying to rotate the guns across, but nothing worked there. And now it's down to the last round. They're going to have the same strat as you called it before here, Dust with the smoke and flash outside. Now they're going to nade open probably that squeaky door. But now we're going to decide if we're going to commit towards the upper side or towards ramp. So far, that split towards ramp didn't work, so I assume it's going to be working towards the upper side. So here comes a few spam. TM is going to try to sell a fake towards the outside as well, though. He runs through towards Secret, and he's probably going to try to flank towards the vent area, because these guys are posted right now to work towards the upper side. Oh, no, are you kidding me? What a nade. Whose nade was that? I think that was Moses' nade. Oh, what a shot by Skadoodle in the face of TM as we're executing towards the upper side, but it's a 1-man advantage. Make that a 3-man advantage now for iBUYPOWER. And just like that, we are going to see overtime and Steel with another Mag 7 kill.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to see overtime, like you said, and based on what we've seen, I'm going to have to assume that since iBUYPOWER is starting out on the CT side and they were able to win 15 rounds in a row during regulation, that there's probably a good chance that iBUYPOWER can just keep it rolling and probably win out this first half of OT, maybe 3-0. And then from there, they would just have to be able to find a round on their T side to go ahead and secure the victory. However, at this point, I just want to point this out. Because iBUYPOWER has won 15 rounds, regardless of what happens with their match against Never Good Enough, they have secured the #1 seed. It's 100% certain. They've won 228 rounds this season. Mediocre Gamers have only won 227, so they have a 1-round lead over Mediocre Gamers. Both teams, even if iBUYPOWER loses this and goes 12-4, they will still be your #1 seed based on the tiebreaker of rounds 4. So with that being said, no matter what happens, iBUYPOWER is now guaranteed your 1 seed for ESEA land. However, Exertus, if they can win this overtime and win this match, they will have a chance, if they can beat Complexity tomorrow, of knocking them out of LAN and taking the spot for themselves.
Now, the advantage comes in for iBUYPOWER because they're starting off the CT side. Oh, XP3 almost got a double there. Gets the leg onto AZK right after as they try to creep towards a radio. And we'll see if XTS Sora could try to get something done here. The bane of their existence that last round, the reason why they couldn't win that round was because of that nade miss. Off shot by Skadoodle on the outside, so a double op set up here for iBUYPOWER. Making it now a 1-man advantage for this counter-terrorist team. Looks like Steel is actually on the squeaky door side. With that smoke that he threw, he's posted now with the Mag 7, getting ready for a quick flank if these guys are going to try to work towards a ramp. At least we have one guy watching the flank. It is going to be Moses. Moses running with a nade out, and that is going to be close range. Mag 7 for Steel onto Moses. Now they're going to try to come in into the ramp. That's the only thing they could do. Desperate run right now. A lineup, but at least a trade. Warden's going to be the last man standing, but up by AZK. And now it's going to go to the last round of the first half here with iBUYPOWER. 16-15? No? What? Am I confused? Didn't they just win 2 rounds?
We only played 1 round of overtime, my man.
Really?
Yep.
Jesus.
You casted the only round of overtime so far.
What just happened? Did I just go back in time?
I don't know what happened in your head, but in reality, only one round was played.
Jesus Lord, what is wrong with me?
I don't know, but we'll take over this next round here. I'll let you recover mentally as we go on to this next round. Looks like XTS once again trying to look for outside here. XP3 does have that op. He's trying to find himself a pick. So far not landing anything just yet, but Swag is up close on Big Red. TM has spotted him out. Skadoodle's actually smoked out. There's 3 CTs outside contending though all together, and Swag does eventually pick up that kill onto TM. Some more nades going out here. XP3 still trying to see if he can find something with this op, but so far nothing coming to him. But Warden will finally be able to pick up Swag, so they bring it back. Steal up close in the hut with the Swag 7, and once again he's successful. He is just thwarting Exertus up close here in the upper bomb site with his Mag 7. I think he's gotten more kills with that gun than any other gun this game. I don't know. I don't know if that's 100% true, but I feel like it is.
Yeah, man, he's just unstoppable there, playing that upper side with that.
I would love to see the Mag 7 stat from this game for him, to see if that's the most kills he got. As we are once again now in a close situation. We've seen a lot of rounds kind of boil down to this. Right now a 3 versus 2, still in favor of iBUYPOWER though. XP3 trying to work his way outside with the op. He is going to have Warden with him, though Warden is at low HP, kind of waiting over here at the mini garage. Skadoodle is going to be working his way up into heaven. If he does peek out, this will give possibly XP3 a chance, but now you see him shift focus over to the upper bomb side. Does spot one. Oh, nice shot onto Dave. Can he catch Skadoodle, though, in heaven? That's the next kill he needs to hit. He's trying his best. I think he actually legged him through the metal there, so Skadoodle down to 68 HP.
No time.
Yeah, like you said, no time. And so now they have to save those guns just because they need him for next round. So now it is 17-15. And if iBUYPOWER can win this last round, they would only need to find one more in the second half of OT to get the win. But Exertus is still fully bought up, so they still have a chance, but they have yet to find a round on T side this entire game, regulation and overtime included. So it's looking pretty rough for them right now.
So we got the real score now, 17-15. I'm back on track. Thank you guys. You guys are the best on in the chat. I love having fun with you guys. But let's see if XTS can at least get around here on this T side. They're just going to go blazing towards the outside. Molly has been thrown inside as well, but at least we have a trade. They're looking back. They spawn one at mini. Swag gets picked up by TM, and now the upper side has been taken over. Oh no, XP3, how did you miss that shot? But they know that ESEA is at least towards on the top of the heaven. They're not planning yet because they know that these guys are pushing so hard. Storm getting a double AK headshot there, getting the last one, and finally to put the point on the scoreboard. And now, if history repeats,
so
maybe we'll see double OT.
So literally the first and only time that Exertus this entire game has done an immediate upper push, they win the round. What do you know? I mean, they did do upper rushes in the past, yes, but it was always like, I don't know, 30 seconds into the round or something. They would fake outside first or something and then hit upper really quickly. But that was literally the first time they had upper spawns and actually used it for a complete and total upper push. And what do you know? It worked. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe now is just the perfect time, because if they can close out the CT side, then they would win. However, iBUYPOWER only needs to win 2 rounds, or we could see them split and see another overtime. Who knows? But I don't know, man. I wonder why Exertus didn't do that earlier. You know?
Oh yeah, for sure. This is great right now for Exertus Esports. It was a really needed round for them right there on the T side. Like you said, if they could win this round here, they're going to be sitting comfortably right now and maybe regain that momentum and try to close this off. But iBUYPOWER definitely, if you're looking at them on paper, they definitely have what it takes here to even win this game on the T side or bring it to a double OT. We'll see what's going to happen. So Storm with the M4 trying to spam through the smoke. He knows that there's at least 1 or 2 posted there from that smoke. One guy pushing forward, and a double peek coming in here from Steel and Swag. So they drop the guy pushing aggressively on the outside. So that call from Warden is going to say, guys, they're probably doing the same thing we did a few rounds ago here on our T side. They're just posting back towards lobby, and then they're just going to decide to split towards the upper after.
What do you think about the risky play from Warden? He's gotten caught a lot this game doing stuff like that, pushing by himself.
He's trying to go for the unorthodox play, trying to catch him off guard. I mean, the other times they posted still, and they just got picked off one by one, so he just tried to play the first aggressive move against them. But Storm holding the ramp right now, getting the first kill, but Skadoodle with a quick shot there in the face of Storm. TM trying to support him, spotted by Daze. Daze trying to look back. Nate forces TM to fall back towards Hell. Moses, meanwhile, does get the kill at upper. XP3 trying to hold lower. He gets dinked, and here comes the smoke. And he's going to have to try to hold it down. Can he? He's running through the smoke. He's chest bumping against Bomb Fighter, but then Daze is going to save him. So that smoke, since the patch, man, has been really good right now for the T side here, covering that Bomb Fighter at the lower site. They all get picked off again on the rotation, with Moses, the last one, taken down inside the vent, courtesy of Steel, and now it is 18-16.
Yeah, I mean, iBUYPOWER 1 round away from, well, they've already secured their #1 seed, but they're 1 round away from killing Exertus' dreams of making ESEA land, because even if Exertus were to beat Complexity tomorrow, if they lose this match, it doesn't matter. They still have a lesser record, and so Cole would be your #4 team, going into ESEA land.
Yep, so iBUYPOWER has to win the next 2 here to try to keep the dream alive here to make it to the ESEA land finals. Now we're going to have an aggressive push by iBUYPOWER. TM is at least there to support him. Gets the first one onto Daze. Spots the other one. Is down to 8 HP. Meanwhile, Swag is on the outside trying to get this battle against XP3. Misses the off shot. And a one-tap! Are you kidding me? That was a sick shot. And a big advantage coming in for iBUYPOWER now. 4-on-3 situation, and they're lurking towards the outside. So at this point, I think they're going to try to go back and pick up the bomb here and split towards this upper site. Unless Storm could hold the ramp here if he's going to try to get anybody trying to peek through. Now let's see what's going to happen now. Skadoodle trying to peek towards this ramp, but sees nothing there. Steel already made his way towards the secret, and Moses is slowly creeping up. This is going to be heavily needed right now for Moses to win. Here's the drop, gets the kill. Now it's a 3-on-3. Bomb now picked up by AZK. 38 seconds left on the clock. Storm trying to hold the ramp here from the lower site. Moses in the ramp, or should I say in the vents to play the quick rotation. But these guys are nervous right now. You can see them. They're not posted still right now for Exertus Esports. They are constantly moving. With 20 seconds left on the clock, they are going to commit towards the lower bomb side. Speaking about iBUYPOWER, can Storm hold it down? Here comes the smokes. He's just holding by the Cajun B spot. Swag is going to look down. He's going to spot him. Storm is still going to kill him, though. AZK's not looking back. He draws the bomb carrot. 5 seconds left on the clock. And now Skadoodle's going to be forced to fall back and try to save his gun here. A flash being thrown by Storm, and he saves it for Exertus Esports to try to bring this to a double overtime.
Why? I don't understand how AZK didn't know where he was. Like, Swag was shooting at him, didn't get the kill. AZK should have definitely known that dude was Dark Spot. I'm so confused.
Yeah.
All I can say about that round is what a headshot from Swag outside, though. Like, that was the highlight reel moment of this game, maybe. But
yeah.
That little mistake there from iBUYPOWER not calming that dude was in Dark Spot is what literally gives Exertus a chance to maybe press this to a double OT. So that's kind of crazy. And we'll see what happens here and what potentially could be the last round. If iBUYPOWER can come up with this win, they will win the game in a close margin of 19-17. But if Exertus can find this round, they will make it to where we go to a second overtime here. So let's see what happens, as so far nothing happening too much yet. No casualties, no damage done here. We finally are seeing a little bit of damage being done. In fact, a lot done to Swag. He's taking a lot of heat here. As we do see them trying to spill their way into ramp. It looks like Scott will get that pick on the Storm, and here comes the push, but TM at the turnpike, able to trade right back and keeps it at a 4 versus 4. So things are definitely tense here, and what could be the last round of the match or the birth of a second OT. As we do see Swag actually snuck his way all the way into window room at lower. Warden is going to be inside the site below the silo, so Swag might spot him for free. Did Warden see his head? No, he didn't. Swag, though, is going to give his position away there with a few bullets, so now Warden is aware that he is in that window room here. Moses still going to be holding on to upper. iBUYPOWER still not sure what they want to do quite yet, but it looks like they're trying to attack lower. Scott misses that op shot, but now he's looking for the play from TM, and TM will get the frag, and so all of a sudden Exertus' dreams of pressing into a second OT are still alive, but now it's an even 3-on-3. Steel catches Moses on that rotation through vent. Steel now coming in. He's going to try to jump down onto Warden. It's now all up to XP3 and TM. Oh my goodness, now up to Daze 1 versus 2, and XP3 goes absolutely nutty with the 3K with the M4 at the end. And it will be 18-18. We will be going to a second overtime. It is getting very heated and very tense here between these two teams as Exertus tries to keep their land dreams alive. And really, iBUYPOWER just kind of playing for pride.
I love the bait strat, and I love the gamble. Having Warden in the back of the silo at the lower side and XP3 just hiding inside Toxic, they just laid it all and gambled it all towards iBUYPOWER, working towards that lower bomb site. Big flank coming in from TM to confirm that they were working towards that lower bomb site as well. And after Warden got killed, XP3 just had to wait for the right moment to peek out and just sweep and do cleanup on aisle 3 and just get that 3K and bring this into double overtime. So we are resetting things all over again, and this time Exertus Esports gets the advantage for starting off here on the CT side. This is double overtime, a much-needed win for Exertus Esports against iBUYPOWER for a shot to the LAN finals. XP3 not opting this time for Exertus Esports. Full M4s right now for Exertus Esports, all unsilenced for the exception of TM. As after all those nades and flashes, he decides to fall back inside CT spawn, so they're giving up the outside bomb site. Or should I say outer right now, and giving up the cover on secret. So it looks like they're going to have to play the retake now for XTS. Meanwhile, 3 guys posted up here for iBUYPOWER inside the lobby. Bomb on the back of Skadoodle. And TM there to support him, but Storm is going to have to try to hold this ramp by himself. They lay a lot onto Storm right now. He's going to try to do this 1 versus 1 battle against Daze and try to win this one. Meanwhile, it still looks like it might be a fake for them to work towards the upper side after. A flash coming in, that's totally going to blind TM. They're working towards the upper side now. Warden gets picked off by Skadoodle, but at least gets a kill there, and more trades coming in, but a 1-man advantage coming in for iBUYPOWER. Swag coming up the vent, spots XP3 rotating through the hut. And Storm is going to be LMS. Gets the first frag, but then AZK comes in after through the hut and gets the kill into Squeaky. And now it's going to be the lead for iBUYPOWER, getting the first round again on T side.
And that might be the only round that they need. I mean, after having a clean CT side most of this game, that may have been all they needed here in the second half. But we'll see what happens here. Obviously, still a chance for Exertus if they can come up with a win here and contest back. But I think if iBUYPOWER can get another round in this half, I think they could go ahead and win it. I mean, I feel confident that they could get at least 2 rounds on the CT side of OT if they can come up with 1 more here. So this is very important for Exertus to win. It's already bad they gave up the 1 round that they did, but they need to try to win these next 2, give themselves a chance to try to win in the next half, or at least force a 3rd overtime. Obviously, no mistakes can be made at this point, not when the game is this close, and there's so much on the line for Exertus here. They're playing for a trip to Dallas, playing for a trip to represent North America at ESEA LAN, and so they just can't afford to slip anymore here as iBUYPOWER is gearing up just inside the lobby, inside radio room. They have Steel by himself outside. Still not really sure what they want to do. It could be a collapse on lower with Steel just being late outside to secret, or they could maybe pinch upper with Steel coming late into mini garage. They have lots of options, but they seem to be trying to test their way into ramp. There are 2 players here defending. It's going to be Storm, and I believe that's TM there with them with the Silence and 4 on the ramp. Nade's coming in. Storm is going to go ahead and make the peek, not going to deliver any damage. Actually starts to fall back. TM will fall down with them. They're going to play kind of a crossfire here on the ramp. TM able to land 1 frag and get away. Skadoodle, though, does take out XP3, but Storm coming right back at lower, and the trades are just going back and forth here. We do find ourselves now in a 3-on-2. TM landing some nice shots there from the lower bomb site. 2-on-2 now. And Steel was able to pick up a frag there inside the vents, but Warden comes right back, leaving Swag all by himself, and TM will finish the job, and we're back at 19-19. So if Exertus can just win this last round, they still will be okay. But I think if iBUYPOWER can win the last round, they'll be in good shape to maybe win it in the second half.
That was so close. I mean, first off, I don't think iBUYPOWER expected that TM was going to be at lower with Storm to help him out, so the crossfire did help a lot. They didn't expect Warden to come down the fence as well to have a 3rd man to support, but to XTS's side, they didn't expect Steel to flank towards the fence. Steel got the first kill, but almost got a second one with, I think it was Moses that went towards the secret side. If he actually did get that kill, it would have been another round coming in for iBUYPOWER and probably game over there for Exertus Esports, but the luck still came in the favor of Exertus Esports, and they were able to get that win. With Warden win that fight on that 1 versus 1. So actually it was Warden that went back and got the kill, that's why. So nonetheless, though, last round of this first half of the double overtime. Things are just a little bit slower here for iBUYPOWER. Steel is constantly just trying to jump on top there, and Moses a little bit too slow on a reaction to try to get the kill onto Skadoodle.
Steel gave up after 4 attempts.
Meanwhile, they were trying to work towards the ramp. Storm did spot 2, spots AZK heading back here towards the raider room, but didn't spot Daze there. As he's going to peek out, he's going to get tapped though. Still has a lot of HP. So he knows he's going to call it out at least 2 towards the lobby. A lineup coming in as Warden could have had more than 1, but traded back to Swag. And now the advantage comes in for iBUYPOWER, simultaneously kills 3 people. And now they take the lead going into the second half. And this could be a big choke right now going in for Exertus Esports. 20-19 moving into the second half, Dust.
Yeah, so the golden number right now for Exertus is 22, which means they need to win all 3 rounds to win the game right here, right now. iBUYPOWER needs 2 rounds to win it right here, right now. And otherwise, we'll see a split 21-21 and a 3rd overtime. And that pretty much is, I think, all the possible scenarios. I think I got them all.
Well, we'll see. They have a great spawn for upper site. So, oh, wait, actually, there was restart, sorry. But let me just click back to the T side and see.
Moses has a good front runner spot if they wanted to try to go for it.
Yeah, I think they should just try to rush that upper. They do have plenty of smokes right now as well. So I think at this point, are all the smokes going to be for outside? If you see a few of them heading towards that lobby, we're going to expect them to go for a heavy push upper. So they're just going to go for that setup again. So they're going to smoke towards the outside, but then decide to see if they're going to work towards lobby. But with that jump from XP3 on the top of the silo, they're just going to try to go for the pick outside.
That or this could be that fake strat they were doing where they attack outside then go straight into an upper push. I'm not really sure. Looks like they're just looking for picks, not really trying to aggress anything too much.
Yeah, but they only have 1 guy inside the lobby, so they're really trying to focus on that pick outside. You already have 2 guys that crossed over.
But look at Daze and Swag playing a crossfire up close on the secret.
But Warden gets the first kill into Swag, and after that shot, he knows that there's a second one down there. So the guys are falling back and trying to peek towards the upper as well. So it's going to be a split towards the upper side. They don't know that Steel's towards the top. He gets the first kill into Warden. They're coming outside the hut as well. Easy kill, but 2 guys coming out from the top of the ladder. Skadoodle with the outshot, trying to get another one here. Success onto XP3. A 3rd one misses. Storm is at the site, gets the headshot into Skadoodle. Looks back, gets the kill into Daze. 2-on-1 situation. As the bomb is down, 36 seconds left on the clock. AZK with the auto sniper. 1 and 2 flash here for AZK. To try to save this bomb, gets the kill. He wasn't fully blinded, so it's a 1 versus 1. Nate putting him down to 47. Can TM win this right now? Gets the kill with the headshot in the clutch. So it's going to be 20-20, and that's a much needed round here for Exertus Esports. Oh, man, my heart is pounding.
So at this point, if they split, it goes to a 3rd overtime. 1 team needs to go ahead and win out 2 to win it right here and right now. As this game has been close all the way through, and it's definitely been quite a nail-biter. I haven't literally been on the edge of my seat, but there's definitely been a couple of times where I've had to readjust after seeing some crazy plays, and we'll see what happens here in the next round as it looks like Exertus is gearing up for potentially a quick upper push. Here it comes, that nade on squeaky door, flash is coming through, but Warden and company actually going towards ramp, so they tried to fake the upper push to a ramp play. Last time it didn't work. Will it work better this time? So far, yes it is. AZK was there alone, and he does get caught, unable to fall back, and so Exertus does get free control of ramp from here. But Daze already on the rotation through the vents, picks up the kill on the Warden, and all of a sudden things are slowed down a bit here for Exertus, but they're still trying to force their way in it to lower, but they're taking lots of damage. But Daze and Skadoodle come up with frags on the team and Moses, and so all of a sudden now they do have the advantage, 2 versus 4. Bomb being planted by Storm, though. Let's see if they can somehow hold on with such a huge disadvantage. So far it looks like no, and it will be a no. iBUYPOWER able to clean up and make the retake. They'll get the defuse, and now it is 21-20. And with that being said, iBUYPOWER will either win it here, 22-20, or Exertus could force another round out and maybe press it to a 3rd overtime, as they do have plenty of money to still be able to buy out in this next round, so that won't be an issue. It's all about the decision making here from Warden. What does he want to do? What play does he want to call? They have the spawn for an upper push. That was literally one of their most successful rounds on T side, was the immediate upper push. So I'm curious if they'll go for it again here when it really matters.
Man, I thought it was going to be Exertus this round because they actually caught AZK with a nade in his hand trying to get a few nades through inside the lobby area into the radio room. But after that, it just went downhill for Exertus Esports again, committing and winning an area of a map, but not able to hold things together and watch the right spots and cover each other's backs and just getting picked off. Now an aggressive push. Yeah. Steel's gonna get spotted and taken down by Moses. So Moses perked up and gets another one. So this is big right now. He knows that 2 more is inside the lobby. Storm's gonna drop down, but he's gonna get hurt. He still manages to get the headshot onto AZK. 4-on-2 situation right now. Skadoodle and Daze to try to win this against Storm, Warden, XP3, and TM. They're gonna try to win re-wins, sorry, should I say, the possession of the lobby area, and it's successful right now for XTS. TM creeping through. Oh, let's up! Should have kept looking down. Dave spotted now. Gets the kill at least. He's gonna get spammed down with a nade in his hand, and Skadoodle gets the off kill. 2 versus 1. If anybody can do it here with an EWP, it's gonna be Skadoodle, but he wins another one. Almost craters. Warden kills him, and we're going to a triple overtime. Holden, who is streaming right now, wishes that he could sleep, but no, you're staying up because this is an intense match.
I honestly can't even believe it, man. Like, everything was working just well for iBUYPOWER. They tried to do a little bit of an unorthodox play. That was literally the first time this entire game, regulation and overtime included, that Steel actually pressed with a teammate through Hut. There was a couple times he got aggressive in Hut with the Mag 7, and it turned out really well. That's the first time we've seen him try to press through into lobby with the rifle, and Swag was right there next to him. Plus, they actually pinched a player through ramp, so they really collapsed on that lobby with a lot of aggression. Like I said, first time they've done it all game. On one hand, it makes sense because you want to throw an unorthodox play. You maybe want to catch Exertus off guard, catch him sleeping, you know, maybe gain a lot of information, which they did. I mean, Moses was the only person in there when they swarmed it. But the problem is Moses got 2 frags out of it. So he basically won that battle. You know, Exertus now knew that, hey, 3 of iBUYPOWER's members, or 2 of them, are inside the lobby, and they were able just to kind of slowly work their way back into the round. And so, like I said, on one hand, you have to say, okay, I understand iBUYPOWER trying to throw something different at Exertus, trying to catch him off guard. But at the same time, it was a risky play that Exertus caught them on, and that's why we're at a triple overtime.
So I guess they're going to take maybe a 1-2 minute break here until we can get the restart. But man, now it's going back to iBUYPOWER's advantage to start things off here on the T side. Oh, sorry, on the CT side. What I like about this so far is that both teams had so much trouble in the first 30 rounds of the regular match here on T side, but somehow for overtime, these guys are just able to get more than 1 round, and it just keeps getting better and better.
It's like a whole new level of mind games, though, when you get to overtime about what type of strategies you're going to implement and how things are going to work. Like you see, you're seeing plays from both these teams that we haven't seen in regulation. iBUYPOWER has been a little bit more aggressive sometimes on their CT side than what we've normally seen. Exertus is definitely trying a little bit different plays. A lot of their plays in regulation were kind of fakes, you know, throwing a lot of stuff outside, then hitting upper, throwing a lot of stuff outside, hitting ramp. And now they've been a little bit more prone to just straight up pushes. Like they just straight up push ramp one round really heavy, and that actually won them around, or almost did, when they got the kill on the AZK. They wound up losing that round, but the point is the strategies start to change a little bit. They've been a little bit more aggressive on their pushes, and on their holds, they haven't really thrown fakes. They've just been trying to be, you know, patient and work picks. Like I said, though, I really do want to see Exertus on this T side that they're about to have. You know, obviously, they're never going to win if they only are able to come up with like 1 round or 0 rounds on T side. They need to come up with some wins here to try to put themselves in a comfortable position to win in the second half of triple OT, instead of finding themselves on the back foot or find themselves in a spot where they're just going to force another overtime on their CT side. So what I'd like to see is for them to go for just a straight up upper hit. It worked for them the one time that they've done it. They haven't tried it again since. I know the mentality is that's kind of risky because you're putting all your eggs in one basket, so to speak. There's no fallback plan if you run upper and you get crushed. But, I mean, it might be something that catches iBUYPOWER off guard. I mean, the only thing that could stop them is we have seen Steel pre-Molly HUD a lot. That might be the reason why they don't want to try it, but they have the spawn this round, so I'm curious to see if they'll go for it.
4,500 viewers right now. Thank you so much for hanging out with us here on ESEA TV. We're getting ready for the third overtime between iBUYPOWER and Exertus Esports, while iBUYPOWER is starting off on the CT side. I'm Ben Silly. Along with me is Dustin Moret, aka I'm not gonna say it. So now let's follow the action. AZK with an op setup this time. Actually, we're switching things around. AZK has an op while Skadoodle has the auto sniper.
Look where he is with it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of strange. He's just looking secret from control. So actually, they're going to give outside, and you know what? It might work because all of these guys right now for Exertus Esports are creeping towards the outside. And they're actually walking down the secret. Yeah, he opened his little red book, and he's going to say, all right, Skadoodle, it's time for you to op some legs. Or auto snipe some legs. And let's see this happen. So Storm might be the first one. No, it's going to be Warden, the first one that's going to peek. And here we go. 1 down, 2 down. And Storm gets the kill at least. But they lose 2 guys out of that push. Now they've given away their positions at the same time as well. 4-on-3 situation in favor of iBUYPOWER, and they've already rotated lower. AZK dropping down with that AWP, gets the kill onto Storm inside control, and now it's a 4-on-2. Last 2 guys will be forced to fall back here, as looks like they're going to recap towards the outside. So they're up against AZK, Swag, Daze, and Steel. Moses and TM together right now, smoking towards the smoking towards Big Garage, trying to commit towards this upper side. Moses gets a kill on the right, and the crossfire is set up here from the squeaky and opposite rafter, and that's going to give the round there for iBUYPOWER. 22-11 is our score.
I like iBUYPOWER's adjustment there. They realize that every time that they give up outside, Exertus has used that to work their way into back calls in some form or fashion. So they decided, hey, we know that if we give up outside Exertus, since they like to work a really slow, spread out default work pits kind of strat, they'll notice outside is free, and they'll use it to go back calls. And we'll have Skadoodle waiting for him for the first time ever this game in a very unorthodox position with an auto sniper, and he gets 2 frags out of it. So that was just really good, like, thinking by iBUYPOWER, really good adjustment. We are going to see Exertus actually trying to go for an upper push here, but it's getting shut down, but Moses bringing it back in a huge way. Look at these frags from Moses, but AZK and Skadoodle still find a way to close out the round. So it appears that Caster's Curse, we said, hey, try hitting upper really quick, and they did, and it didn't work out. And so now iBUYPOWER looking really strong. They've won, I believe, both rounds so far in this first half of OT, so it's looking good for them.
Yes, they have for sure, and you know what? The rifles don't seem to be working against rifles for iBUYPOWER, but somehow a clutch comes in with 2 oppers. These guys are on point, not missing whenever they shouldn't miss, except for when Skadoodle almost cratered. Anyways, Exertus Esports, of course, buying for this round, but so low on money right now for any flashes or nades. They're just going to try to go for an aggressive push towards the rent room. Running out with a knife is going to be Warden, and then he still manages to come out with the AK and get the kill. They're going to push towards the lower right now, going head-to-head against Swag. And Warden doesn't even care about his teammate. He says, I'm just going to go by myself. Warden gets a 3rd one. Just keep going, Warden. The pain train is on. Now it's a 5-on-2 with the bomb plant at lower. And things are looking good for XTS right now. This should be their round to win, as Skadoodle gets the kill onto TM, but he's going to have to get an off-ace clutch, and that's not going to happen as XP3 comes back up to avenge his teammate, and we are changing halves with possibly a potential quadruple overtime.
Yeah, I mean, the golden number at this point is 25, so Exertus would have to win out the entire half, all 3 rounds to do that, or find 2 to force a quadruple. iBUYPOWER needs to win 2 rounds, or at least 1, to ensure that there's a quadruple overtime. So that's, once again, all your scenarios to keep you guys up to date. That round was definitely interesting. I mean, it's pretty much all Warden all day. You know, he baited the op shot out of AZK and then followed up with the frag. And then he was able just to come lower and deliver 2 more quick frags. And it was just really a solid take from Warden, to be 100% honest. And so that was a great job there. But like I said, we do find ourselves in the second half of a triple OT. Like I said, it could possibly be a quadruple. The way this match has been going, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised. But this is like the true test of stamina for both teams. Who can last, who can stay focused, who can come up with the better strats, who can play the better mind games. And we've already seen a lot of mind games, I think, especially that one round where Skadoodle was auto-sniping back calls from window room on an outside passive play. That's definitely something you wouldn't expect if you're Exertus working lower. I mean, sure, you might expect, oh, they gave us outside. Maybe they're playing like a crossfire back halls and stairs. Or, you know, maybe they just have like one player in the vents back halls and they have like players inside lower sight and they're just playing like a retake setup. But you never would suspect a dude with an auto sniper sitting in window room chopping feet down, basically. So there little plays like that, those unorthodox pushes even at times from iBUYPOWER into lobby and stuff. This is where you start breaking out those plays that you don't think the other team would expect, things you haven't done at all this match. The fact that AZK has been opping now is another change up that iBUYPOWER has kind of slipped in there to try to catch Exertus off guard. So, like I said, it's a mind games contest at this point, really, and a stamina contest.
And that answers your question when you ask, is it okay for Warden to be pushing? When he got killed by Swag on the outside when he was pushing on the CT side, I think this was like the first set of OT, and he got picked off, you were asking me, is it okay that Warden's pushing? Yeah, because he's actually trying to catch him off guard. When everybody's just trying to go for set strats and count on nades to actually commit into a site, well, Warden just decided to go straight out with the rifle and try to catch him off guard. As people are just waiting for smokes, because usually as an opper, you see smokes and flashes. Okay, you're going to count up to maybe 2 or 3 seconds because you know somebody's gonna try to peek as soon as the smoke comes out, as soon as the smoke pops. But this time, you're just going to go straight out rifling, and you just catch them off guard because maybe they don't expect that. But while we're waiting for this second half of third OT to start, I just want to ask you guys here on the stream, because I didn't get a chance to watch the hockey game, but did Minnesota win against Chicago?
Solid.
I got to watch my hockey, man. I'm Canadian. All right. So we're just gonna wait for Moses to come back here in the game. But no matter what, we were just told here by Holden that no matter what, after this game, Warden will be coming on the stream to talk with us here. Moses, sorry, either they win or lose, so he's going to be on to chat it up with us here. So make sure you guys stick around on the stream again. This time, 4,600 viewers, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us here on ESEA TV. We love the support. We love you haters as well. It only forces me to get better.
Apparently, the Blackhawks won.
I was hoping for an upset. But it's only 3-2 in the series, so who knows? I'm a Habs fan. If you guys ever watch the stream, you guys usually see me with my Habs hat on. But hopefully they'll be able to win this game against Boston tomorrow and bring it to Game 7 on Wednesday game, maybe? Tuesday game?
Yeah. Speaking of which, a big shout out to all of you, obviously, for tuning in. If you're enjoying yourselves, hit that follow button. This is a channel we'll be using to commentate some more playoff matches for the lower leagues coming up in the next couple of weeks, as well as, of course, ESEA land, which will be June 27th through 29th. So that's like a little over a month from now, like a month and a half from now. So definitely a good channel to follow if you like watching NACS go and supporting the scene. A lot of content on here, so definitely follow up. But we have quite a match on our hands, and I can't wait to get back into it, man, because it has been very back and forth and very tense. And I'm ready, man. My body is ready. Is yours?
Well, I think it's my mind that's not ready, because apparently I don't know when a
how many rounds
one
have
round
happened?
or two. Yeah, exactly.
I'm here, man. I'll keep you in check. It's okay.
Thanks, man. But no, I'm ready to call the action here. It's been intense so far. No matter what, when we saw gun rounds overall in this game between iBUYPOWER and Exertus Esports, and I think overall it's a good pickup right now for XTS. A lot of people are bashing on X United 5, saying that they don't have what it takes to be a top North American team. Yeah. To be honest, yeah, you're probably right, because all of these players, with the exception of TM, are all like, what, 28, 29 now? Or at least 27 to 30. So these guys are playing this game more as a hobby as they come back from work. But they're putting the practice time in to try to still give it a run for the younger peeps that are trying to make a name right now in the Counter-Strike scene in North America. So this is what I like about Exertus Esports. This is why I respect them. These guys, look at them. XP3, Warden, and Moses, Storm have been around for the longest time. Warden, Moses, Warden, Storm, and Fraud in the past have played together since Complexity days in 1.6. Moses played back in the TSG or Zex days with his brother from such a long time ago. And TM, a new addition there. I think most of his experience comes from Source, but has been a great addition to Exertus Esports. Replacing
TM
Fraud.
actually comes from Call of Duty and like AVA and stuff like that.
Yeah, in the same scene as Skadoodle.
Yeah.
But definitely he was part of the original Curse as well when Curse first formed for Counter-Strike Go. But yeah, he's been around for the Go scene since the start.
Yeah, he's really grown. Like, as a player, like, well, I mean, obviously Skadoodle is probably the best player that's come out of that original Hold Mouse 1 Curse lineup from years back. Obviously, players such as Michael 3D and stuff kind of struggled and didn't really quite do as well. But Skadoodle really, like, has shined the whole time. He's been in the scene, especially online. On LAN, he's definitely growing as a player, and now I think he's finally kind of hit his stride as being a strong LAN player as well. TM, though, you know, was one of those players who also kind of struggled initially, but ever since he's joined this United 5 team, which he's played with all last season and this season, he's really grown a lot as a player, and he's actually been statistically one of their best players. So he's definitely come a long way, and he's definitely now kind of top-tier talent, so to speak, in the division. But with that being said, yeah, as far as Exertus picking up this team, there was some criticism, but there is no roster in North America that is more stable than this team. And that's the facts. They have had 0 roster changes since last season. They're the only North American team to not change their roster since last season. And so, I mean, if you're a sponsor, you're looking for like a stable team and a group of guys that, you know, are going to stick together and be dedicated. I mean, this is the team. Obviously, people would love to see Mediocre Gamers get a sponsor. I mean, they deserve one. They are the number 2 seed going into ESEA land. They've also done very well in SIVO, so they're definitely an up-and-coming team in North American CSGO. So hopefully we will see them get some support coming into ESEA land. But yeah, I mean, this team is deserving of a good sponsor. They are, like I said, one of the most stable teams in the scene.
Definitely. Moses has made his way back in the server. We're just going to wait for the live on 3. This is, if you guys just tuned in, the second half of third overtime about to go live here between iBUYPOWER and Exertus Esports. iBUYPOWER in the lead by 1. So the magic number here is going to be 26, right? If my math is correct, Dust?
25.
God damn it. Oh, well. One day.
I went on like a 3-minute description of all the possible score scenarios like 5 to 10 minutes ago.
Man,
it's
as
okay.
much as I'm Asian, my math totally sucks.
My math also sucks, but somehow I'm still figuring this out.
It's all good.
Okay. It's because you're Canadian Asian. That's the problem.
Maybe that's why it just cancels out my smarts.
And you speak French, so that just kills it.
I do. But I live in Toronto now, so not much French going on out here now. Unless I go to a bar that plays Canadian games and I see a lot of Canadian jerseys around. And I start practicing my French back up. But we're about to go live, ladies and gentlemen.
We've stalled long enough.
I'll let you take it, man. Apparently my brain is on park mode.
All right, so this is the first round of the second half of OT. iBUYPOWER needs 2 rounds to win, or at least 1 round to force a quadruple overtime. Exertus needs to win all 3 of these rounds to win here and now, or at least win 2 to force the quadruple overtime. So once again, just letting everybody know, the magic number is definitely 25. As we are going to see what happens here in the opening gun round. Let's see what iBUYPOWER wants to throw. What kind of mind games are in store for us here? As we want to see also what Exertus wants to do. They've definitely not gone with the op on CT side. Once again, they're going to do a 5-rifle setup, as we've kind of seen from them pretty much all of overtime. So definitely just kind of second to that. QUADRUPLE is, of course, going to have the op. He's going to be working outside with Steel, and they are taking some control. Daze also boosting up on Yellow here. They get some work done. He did spot XP3, and he will land the headshot, and so iBUYPOWER going to open things up with some great outside control. Steel also spotting TM, who's going to be playing that rotation point in lockers. We do see, actually, Moses getting aggressive, and he only had a pistol. I'm totally confused as to why he stepped in there with only a pistol. I don't know what happened there, but that's basically a free kill for iBUYPOWER, and that is kind of a mistake. Yeah, as we are going to go ahead and see they missed the boost, that crazy boost from Mini onto Catwalk. They missed it, though, but we are going to see them try to work their way into Mini anyway. Dave's going to go ahead and spot out Warden, but does not get the kill, but a lot of damage has already been dealt, and Storm is going to find himself alone here. He's going to be working his way into Radio. See if he can somehow make a miracle happen. He does get the kill on the AZK, so 1 versus 3 here, but Swag's going to press into Squeaky Hall and grab the kill on the Storm. And so now iBUYPOWER is at match point. They just need 1 more to force the win. Exertus has to win out now just to force a quadruple overtime. Man, that's quite unfortunate that Moses couldn't get his gun purchase there on that last round, because now he's sitting at 9K. Went up for a full buy and still has $2,000 more than TM, so that's really unfortunate for XCS. If this is the make or break it, and the reason why they actually didn't win this match was because Moses can buy a gun, oh man, that would be, to be honest, broken. That is tough to swallow. Yes, definitely a huge, tough pill to swallow. Get your mind out of the gutter, guys. 22.
in favor of iBUYPOWER. Match point right now in favor of the terrorist team. They're going to get it ready to work here, maybe for some nades towards the outside. But TM is on the balcony, waiting just across here as we are in the eyes of Swag. It's a two-man setup right now as a dink comes in. Auto sniper from XP3, a dink and a second dink, and one guy down. Skadoodle this time is going to try with the op this time. Skadoodle making it up. Going to try to look through here. He's going to be, oh, no, looks like he's going to be falling back now. With 46 seconds left on the clock, he's going to try to get the pick from the floor. We will have a battle inside as well with Moses trying to hold it up. Warden trying to push up here, gets a trade, and XP3 then on to Daze, but the op is still alive from Skadoodle to try to even things up on the outside. Meanwhile, AZK has fallen down, so Skadoodle is going to be the last man standing with an AWP and the bomb on his back. Picks up an M4 and gets spammed through the vents by Moses. And one more round here to tie things up. Moses, at least with that screw, with the money that he got screwed over with, will be able to drop another op or auto sniper if needed to XP3. But man, if Moses at ESEA lands saying that his palms are sweating profusely before, I think he should have like 3 towels on his keyboard right now.
Yeah, this is tough. I mean, it's either a round win for iBUYPOWER and game over with a very, very close game, or Exertus could force a quadruple overtime, which would be the first time I think I've ever casted a quadruple overtime in CSGO. And it's definitely one of the first that I've seen.
Yeah,
I know
this is going to turn into a cricket match. We're going to be casting for 3 days.
I really hope not. I mean, I'm down for like, you know, a few more hours, but 3 days, I don't know if I got it in me, man. But we'll see what happens here. This could be the last round, or like I said, we could see a fresh set of overtime. Let's see what happens here as iBUYPOWER looking like they're gearing up a little bit here towards radio, just maybe trying to work their way into ramp, throwing some flashes into upper. Moses just countering iBUYPOWER, not committing just yet, but they're definitely gathered up here. So Storm going to have to make the play here. He's going to throw a flash. AZK and company going to be running in. Storm actually falls off, but XP3 rotating to turnpike with the auto sniper, lands 2 frags. Storm comes back up. He's going to get a frag, and it's looking a lot like quadruple overtime. Let's Swag and Steel make a miracle, but it's just not going to happen. XP3 chugging along with the auto sniper. Warden closes the round, and everybody get your popcorn ready. It's about to be quadruple overtime. The new golden round, by the way, it's 28. So
okay, you know. I'll just write it down. 28.
28.
Guys.
Yep.
24-24, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys are still up right now here in North America, go to your local convenience store and grab yourself a 5-hour energy drink, because I think this is the amount of time that we're going to stay up right now as we see how this match is unfolding so far between Exertus Esports and Team iBUYPOWER. If you guys have just woken up here across the pond, make sure you guys call in sick for work or just skip your first class and keep watching the action here as we're about to go live for quadruple overtime. Dust, take this one away.
Man, it's just been so back and forth. I've kind of lost my grip on what's actually even happened as far as analysis goes. So I'm just going to kind of go with it here. Once again, we are going to see iBUYPOWER starting out on the T side this time, which does give Exertus kind of the slight advantage. But as back and forth as this game has been, I'm not even really sure. Exertus is going to have XP3 with that auto sniper once again. Obviously, he's been putting that to work outside as well as at ramp room. The past 2 rounds we've seen him use it. So I'm curious to see where he's going to put it this time around, as he's definitely been kind of the impact player here recently for Exertus. He is currently the 3rd place fragger on the team. But like I said, that auto sniper for the past 2 rounds was crucial to Exertus forcing this quadruple overtime. As we do see Warden and company on the floor here in the upper bomb side. XP3 is actually going to be at ramps, just spamming away, and he does do a lot of damage to Daze, but Daze is able to escape with this life here as iBUYPOWER just kind of geared up at lobby. They also have Swag and Steel actually working their way outside. I think they have the smokes. They'll be able to make it to secret uncontested, so we could see some type of lower split, or maybe they'll even get into the vents and try to press upper, some kind of split like that. Who really knows at this point, as Steel is inside the secret. Swag just kind of spotting the catwalk, kind of just covering Steel's back for now, as there is still plenty of time left on the clock to play around with here. Just waiting for iBUYPOWER, as Steel will get a crazy shot on the TM, and he'll begin to work the back halls. Warden will be inside the vents. We do see some nades being thrown upper, so it will be an upper split, but Warden's trying to hold off the vents, but now he's going to get distracted because the rest of iBUYPOWER is executing the upper bomb site, and they're getting all of the frags so far. Just a complete massacre, and XP3 is your last man standing with that auto sniper. He'll be able to catch Steel for free in the back hall, but outside of that, I really don't see him winning this round. And in fact, I would think iBUYPOWER's probably going to try to chase him at some point and prevent him from saving this auto sniper. And Swag with the headshot. He's been absolutely nutty tonight with those headshots. And the round does, in fact, go to iBUYPOWER. So if they can win out these next 2 rounds, they would be good to go. But like I said, the magic number is 28 at this point. iBUYPOWER doing great to win that first round, but we still have more Counter-Strike left before us.
Still, so far, I think iBUYPOWER have won the first round on T side. When they start on T side, I think, through every overtime so far. So things are looking very good for them, but Exertus Esports always stepping up when it matters. This time they're going to try to commit towards the outside. Speaking about IBP, Exertus, XP3, sorry, here is the footsteps. It still doesn't manage to get the kill into AZK. What a whiff! This could be it right now. He's going to be pissed after that. But outside is now open and taken over for iBUYPOWER. Storm trying to look back towards Hell, and these guys are just repositioning themselves so far, but AZK is still creeping on the outside with that AK. And he actually did go for the boost. You could see through his POV that Daze is creeping up there. He gets the first kill, but has no idea that Daze is about to come in through, and I think he might take him. Yep, he does get the kill, and they're still not coming towards the upper, though. Moses is going to try to peek out, and he's going to get picked off by Swag. Now it's a 4-on-2. TM and Storm could still hold this right now for XTS. 40 seconds left on the clock. Storm at Hell, TM and lower. He spots Daze on the top. Here's the footsteps. He's probably going to be able to flank him as well. Oh, he's creeping up. Oh, he's going to die. So now, iBUYPOWER, meanwhile, Steel did get the simultaneous kill onto TM at lower. And it's the last round of the first half here with iBUYPOWER in the lead by 2, starting off on T side. Exertus Esports desperately needing to win this T round, or this CT round, to be able to stand a chance, in my opinion, here on the second half. So they're buying whatever they can. And Warden is going to attempt to play it Swag style, or should I say Steel style, by buying a Mag 7, buying whatever they can, 5.7s, FAMAS, and a Mag 7.
That's the problem. When you lose 2 rounds in a row in overtime, and you've also lost a lot of guns in the process, and you're having to rebuy all that stuff, you find yourself in the third round actually not being able to buy. That 10K drains away after losing 2 in a row and having to rebuy so much in the second round. With that being said, they're in really bad shape to try to defend. And once again, the unorthodox play of iBUYPOWER, they once again do the super boost again for Daze onto the catwalk. And that's something we didn't see them do at all in regulation, but now they're doing it. AZK throwing a pop flash for Daze to peek into heaven, but Storm actually does get the frag. So we're a little bit aware of that this time around, but he is low on that grenade. Nope, never mind. It was a bad throw from Swag, and so he will remain alive inside the heaven as Exertus tries to hold on and at least find some bit of success here in this first half of quadruple OT. But yeah, the flank from XP3 does not pan out, so iBUYPOWER is able to even things out at a 4-on-4. Plus, they had Storm at super low HP inside heaven, and it looks like AZK will go ahead and clear it out. And so now we do see iBUYPOWER with the man advantage here, 4-on-3. Looks like they are going to be trying to work their way into upper through heaven and pinch. But Warden's Mag 7 actually does get the bomb down in mini, but Steel hits him back so fast, and he'll be able to... Oh, TM actually challenges him. Never mind. So 2-on-2, bomb is down. AZK will recollect it. There's 20 seconds left, so iBUYPOWER has to move fast to get this bomb planted. As TM and Moses able to pinch. Moses getting the frag. He'll delay it again. AZK trying to get away. He's getting stalled out by TM, and this allows Moses to peek out. And even on an eco round, Exertus finds a way to win. Unreal.
This is sick. I am trying so hard not to drop an F-bomb right now, but this is one exciting match that we're witnessing right now, ladies and gentlemen.
I can't even believe that happened. Like, I thought for sure iBUYPOWER was going to get that. I know Daze kind of got caught on his boost that time around, which is definitely a big play from Storm. But after they were able to get the kill and get the bomb back in mini, and when it was like, I think it was a 2-on-2 at that point, I felt like they would have it. But this great peeking there between Moses and TM to cause the distraction long enough for them to get the free peeks and get the frags. Absolutely stunning stuff there from Exertus. Just really disciplined play. Even on an eco, they played real smart and came up with the win.
Well, of course, it was a buy, but desperate buys, whatever you can, and it was 5 7s. 3 5 7s, a Mag 7, and a FAMAS. And the 5 7s prevailed. That's amazing.
Yep.
So, we're already live here for the second half. 26-25, the magic number is 28, as Dust mentioned it before. And XTS is now starting off here on the T side. Just a bit of spamming going on right now against iBUYPOWER. But looks like they're focusing more on a lobby control. Steel this time, still with Mag 7. That needs to put him down to 62 HP inside the hut. XP3! 1 down, 2 down! Almost a third one as these guys are making up, and that is going to be it. Warden last man standing on a 4 versus 1. Jesus Lord. Why is Steel's Max 7 so amazing?
Okay, so Steel has, according to what I see, 31 frags this game. I'm almost confident that at least 15 of those have been from a Max 7, if not more.
Man, maybe even like 28 of them. I wouldn't freaking care. Like, how can you not win against a Max 7 like that?
I mean, he's constantly, yeah, he's constantly getting 2Ks with the Mag 7 on his CT side up close on the hut. That's happened even in regulation. That was happening a lot. So that's definitely great stuff. Now iBUYPOWER does find themselves actually at game point. Exertus has to win out to force a quintuple overtime.
They've seen this before, 2 overtimes ago.
Yeah, this could actually happen. We'll have to see here as Skadoodle does keep it even at a 4 versus 4 of those. This could be eventually the last round, but we'll have to see as Exertus is starting to kind of point their way towards ramp. Actually, Warden is going to be toting the op this time around. First time we've seen him op all game, but I've seen him op in the past in other games, and it's not like he's bad with it, so this could be kind of a change up that actually works out here as we do see them slowly making their way in into lobby. They actually back up off a ramp. They collect the bomb that was outside. Now they're just kind of sitting in lobby 4-on-4. Warden is trying to edge his way. He's looking for a peek. AZK will be at the turnpike and he'll land the kill. So that reaction time from the grandpa there still is going to be good enough as he'll get the kill on the AZK, but Steel gets the bomb down in lobby, and that's actually completely crucial as he'll just slide his way into the T side, and Swag will play the crossfire from hut. This is going to be tough for Exertus to get the bomb back now as Steel peeks out, catches XP3, and this could be it, folks, unless Warden makes a play, but he gets completely blinded. Swag gets the kill, and now it's all up to Moses. Can he make a miracle 1 versus 3 play? He's coming up the fence, but he gets spotted by Skadoodle with the op in heaven, and that is finally going to be game. I believe the final score was, what, 28-25?
Yep.
So what a game. Went 4 overtimes, but in the end, iBUYPOWER was able to throw some nice change up in their strategies, you know, boosting up days on the catwalk and using that to execute upper, you know, Steel's aggression in a hut with the Mag 7, something that was consistent all game and always worked. Yep. And just little, like I said, putting a Skadoodle in window room with an auto sniper, just little things like that. They just came up with new stuff that Exertus just eventually finally crumbled to. They fought for so long, but in the end, they give up what was a huge lead, 14-1 going into the second half of regulation. Go into overtime repeatedly, and there's just so much there. I couldn't even analyze it all, but in the end, iBUYPOWER definitely secured their 1 seed. That means that Mediocre Gamers is your number 2 seed, and Netcode is your number 3 seed. And at this point, I think it's almost guaranteed Complexity is your 4th seed, because Exertus losing that game, even if they were to beat Cole tomorrow, it wouldn't matter. They still would have too many losses, and so they wouldn't be able to get that 4th seed back from Cole.
Yeah, I like the decision if it comes down to European teams not making it through with the top 4 on their side. I know NIP for sure is going to make it, but Virtus if they can.
I know NIP is coming for sure.
So we'll see. We'll see if they have to fill up some spots. Maybe we'll see Exertus again. But for now, make sure you guys stick around, because we should have Moses coming up here on air with us to talk about the match and reflect on that. But unfortunate that they did lose against iBUYPOWER. Definitely crushing their dreams to make it to another ESEA LAN finals like they did the last 2. But stick around, guys. We'll have Moses very soon. And Dust, I'll let you take it over.
Yeah, like I said, just to review you guys, the guaranteed North American spots at this point is going to be iBUYPOWER at number 1, Mediocre Gamers at number 2, Netco Guides for number 3, and I'm almost certain, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm about 80% sure that Complexity is your guaranteed 4th seed. So the LAN has been